Broken beyond repair. The untold stories of those who were once broken.
Hello, and welcome to Broken Beyond Repair. Last week, we showed you the story of Joe and Milena and how their life was completely transformed. This week, you're going to see another story, a story of a family that was broken beyond repair. So I want you to stay tuned until the end so you can see this powerful and strong story for yourself. Have you subscribed to our YouTube channel? No? So what are you waiting for? Subscribe right now. You can tell your friends, your loved ones, your family to subscribe as well, because every single Monday, we will have a new episode for you. And without further ado, let us watch the highlights of their story.
This week on Broken Beyond Repair, you will hear the powerful story of a family that had been destroyed by the curses of addiction and abuse. Growing up, Leanne's parents were both addicted to drugs and alcohol. She was a victim of abuse by her father as well. By the age of 12, Leanne was already addicted to drugs and alcohol and even tried to commit suicide twice. Francisco was addicted to marijuana, cigarettes, and alcohol at a young age. He was even involved in a shooting while hanging out with his friends at a bar. Leanne never thought that there was an escape, so she simply accepted that her life would be just like her parents. Their daughter, Cecilia, was going to end up just like them if they didn't break the curse of addiction in their lives. Stay tuned to find out what happened to her family and if Leanne broke the curse or followed her parents' footsteps just as she had imagined she would. Broken beyond repair. The untold stories of those who were once broken.
That's right, broken beyond repair. You are going to follow the stories of those who were broken and nobody believed in them. In the Universal Church, yes, we do believe in everybody, regardless of how broken your life is. And today's episode, I have here this family, a family that was broken beyond repair. Actually, they were broken, but also their parents, grandparents, they came from a broken background. What could you expect? I want you to see this young girl. If God had not restored this family, she would be one more broken teenager in our society. And what do? They go to drugs, they go to the streets, and they are messed up. Let me start here by Leanne.
Yes,
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Today you are good.
Yes, I am.
But we have the episode today in our program of people who are broken beyond repair. Did you ever think that there was no way out for you? That there was no way to mend back the pieces of your life?
All the time, yes. I grew up in an environment where I never really saw anyone living a good life or a blessed marriage. I never even knew what happiness was. So I really didn't have any aspirations or dreams for my future.
Good. Leanne, you said something that you came from a broken family.
Yes.
How broken?
So my dad was very abusive. His dad was very abusive. My mom, she was addicted, lots of addictions. All people would divorce. So it was no happiness in my family.
You said all people were divorced.
Yeah.
So how long have you been married?
I have been married for about 10 years.
How many
Really?
years?
10.
10 years. You forgot.
Yes.
I know you calculate how long together, know each other, dating.
Yeah.
Married for 10 years.
About, yes, sir.
Okay. So you are supposed to be divorced by now.
Yes. We were never even supposed to get married.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever blame your daddy for the family be falling apart because they were, he was an abusive father, husband? Did you blame him?
Yes, and I blamed my mom for putting up with him for so many years. I always felt like it was her fault that we went through the things that we went through because she stood by his side.
What you forgot, and many watching us also forget, is that he was like that because his father was the same.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you have this abusive father, mother, but what you do not remember or realize is that their father, their parents, grandparents were just the same. That is not his fault or her fault. They are just what they have learned to be. Have you ever learned or heard about the snowball? You know what a snowball is all about? And maybe your family or relatives, listen, they are just the same, like a snowball. Growing up in this broken family, so how broke were your life? What happened to you, Leanne?
So because there was no, at home, we didn't really have any positive influences. My parents were always on drugs, always drinking. I pretty much was, by the age of 12, was already very promiscuous. I was using drugs. I was using alcohol. I had tried to kill myself twice. There was no happiness in my house. There was no happiness, no relationship with my sister, with my mom. I was always fighting. I was very depressed. I was very angry. Because
You tried to kill yourself twice?
Yes, by the age of 12.
What did you attempt to do?
So when I was 10, I remember that I was just very angry with the situation. My dad had gotten after me for nothing. And then he hit us. And so I remember I went to my room and my mom was always, she could never sleep. She always had insomnia. So she always had sleeping pills and NyQuil at home. And so I remember I just drank half of the bottle thinking that I was just going to die and not wake up. Ended up waking up just very groggy for like a good week afterwards. And after that, I was like, okay, nothing happened. The next time I tried to kill myself, it was because I was having an argument with my father. And I went to the restroom and I grabbed a blade and I slit my wrist. And he opened the door and he brought me out of the restroom and he put me on the kitchen table and he brought a knife from the kitchen. And he said, if you're going to try to kill yourself, you're going to have to make sure you do it right. And I need to call your grandma because I don't have money to pay for your funeral. So
I'm sorry, who said so?
My dad. When I did that,
Again, what he said?
He said, if you're going to try to kill yourself, you need to make sure that you do it right. So he grabbed a knife and he put it on the table. And he wanted me to do it in front of him. So when he did that, it was more of like I guess I was in shock and I wanted to rebel at that point and I didn't want to do it anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What did he say about the funeral?
He said, I don't have money to pay for your funeral, so let's call your grandma, because my grandma, she was very wealthy, and he said, let's call your grandma so that she can pay for everything.
This is what I am talking about, broken beyond repair. In a few, we are going to talk also to Francisco. You are going to see also how broke his life were when he first came to us. Francisco, very quickly, when you first met her, did you know about her background, about the father, the family that was broken?
No, nothing, Bishop.
You did not know anything?
Nothing.
You just came into her life, you met a girlfriend, Elate, to have a normal life?
Yeah, just to date her.
Just to date her?
Just to date her.
You did not know about anything?
Nothing.
Okay, but you also were broken. Your life were broken before.
Well, I had my parents, but the life that I chose was a different way. It's a different path.
So your family was okay, but you went in a broken way.
Yeah, we can say it like that.
Okay. In a few, we are going to hear the dark side, the broken side of Francisco as well.
Do you feel broken and helpless? Join now the Broken Beyond Repair Challenge and begin to see great changes in your life. Call now at 1-888-332-4141 or text the word challenge to 1-888-312-4141.
Today we are talking here to this family that were repaired, transformed by God's power, right?
Yes, sir.
So, Francisco, as you were saying, your family, your parents were okay, but you decided to go through a broken way, right? How broke were your life?
Well, at a young age, I started doing drugs.
How old?
I was 12 years old.
12.
When I started smoking marijuana.
Just a question. Leanne, how old were you when you started going to the streets doing drugs? Get the mic, please.
Probably about 10.
10. You see that their suffering began at their young age. So you said that you were 13. You, 12. I'm sorry. Can you grab the mic here, please? 12 years old, you started doing drugs?
Smoking marijuana.
Marijuana.
And then cigarettes and then alcohol.
Marijuana, cigarette, and alcohol.
So by 14, I was already...
Hooked.
Yeah, by 14.
How bad, Francisco, was it? What did you lose? How did it affect like your studies, your family, your youth?
Well, at that time, I didn't even like school. I was in the streets most
On
of
the
the time.
streets?
Yeah. Drinking, doing drugs with my friends. I didn't even pay attention to my parents or nothing.
What was, Francisco, the worst moment of your life?
The worst is when I was at a bar and they shoot at us and I didn't get hit.
So there was a shooting in the bar. You were there, of course, as they say, having good time.
There you go.
Good time. You were there
Supposedly.
drinking with your friends, and you found yourself in the midst of a shooting. So do you recognize that you did not die or got shot because God has a plan for you?
At that time, I didn't know.
You did not know.
No.
But now you realize that
Yeah, now
that
I
was
do.
God's plan.
Yes.
Okay, I want you to look at this family now. Let me talk to your daughter. Cecilia, so you are not yet in the picture.
No.
Not yet in the picture, but knowing their story, because their ways crossed, they met each other. What do you think that could be of your life now if they have not met Jesus before you were born? What could be the life of Cecilia?
Well, I'm pretty sure I would be doing drugs as well. I probably would also be pregnant because my mom got pregnant at a very young age, so I'm pretty sure I would have been pregnant. But yeah, I would have been completely lost, just broken.
Completely lost and broken.
Yes, sir.
So, you are watching now the broken beyond repair, and maybe you are saying, there is no solution for me. I'm completely broken. What about this family? This girl was supposed to be just like her mother, her father, broken as well. Cecilia, how is your life? Describe your life. Parents, mom and daddy, house, environment.
Well, Bishop, everything is completely different now. At first everything was really bad. But then after we started coming to the church, after everything started changing, my life is completely different. There's peace at home. I love my parents. I don't hate them anymore.
Usually I ask when I interview people here, they were broken, and I ask, how is your life now? Before they say it, you are the daughter, the only daughter?
Yes.
The only daughter. So I'm pretty sure that you are daddy's girl. So how is the environment at home? How is the family?
There's peace at home, Bishop. We're actually a family. Like, we can be together and there won't be arguments, and we just enjoy being around each other.
You enjoy your family.
Yes, sir.
So your mom was a lost case. How is Leanne or how is Francisco at home? Tell me about them. Don't hide the truth.
Well, at home, my mom is a completely different person now. She's actually happy. She doesn't lock herself in the room anymore. She doesn't argue all the time with my dad. My dad is way more patient now. He he doesn't like burst out like with this anger out of nowhere. And yeah, they're good now, Bishop.
Peaceful home.
Yes, sir.
So, which means, Leanne, that you do not live like your parents, that God repaired your life,
Definitely. Yes, sir.
gave you a new life.
Completely new. Completely new.
Okay. Francisco, so new life, new family,
Yes, sir.
no more addictions,
No more.
no more going to the bars, because it would be a day like today with this friend is going out, celebrating, but now you're free.
No, I'm free.
Free.
No more.
So thank you very much for your story. I want to finish this episode, Broken Beyond Repair. I want you to look into this family. Look at them now. You see, God repaired their lives, transformed them. They are not smiling because they are in front of the camera. They are not smiling because they are here in a talk show. But this smile comes from the soul. When Jesus enters one life, he does it. He repairs, he transforms, and he gives you a new life. One more episode of the Broken Beyond Repair. I am proving to you once again that our God, our Father, he can transform your life.
Broken Beyond Repair. The untold stories of those who were once broken